Today I'm going to show you how to use Google Drawings to do your famous family tree project for Spanish 1. So you are going to need to go to Google and open that. Okay, now you'll see these little dots here. This is your Google waffle. You'll click on that and then open up your drive. There are different ways to get to the drive. This is just usually how I do it. Okay, now once it takes you into your Yorktown Google, you will need to go over here to the New button on the left. And then all the way down here where it says More, it will show you the option for Google Drawings. So you'll click on that. And it's always a good idea to go ahead and give your doc, or your drawing in this case, a name. So there are directions on Canvas, what you need to have in your project and things like that. And one of them is how to title it. So you'll call it La Familia Famosa Day. And for you guys, you will put your Spanish name and last name. So I'll put La Señora Merkel. Okay? All right, so you've got this little grid here, okay? And what you'll do is you can start off, I like to start off with create a background. So you'll just double click, and then you'll notice here that there's options for the background. So you can make it any color you want, okay? Or if you double click again, you can change it if you don't like the way it looks. Okay, and then there's also an option here for gradient, which is kind of fun if you want to play around with that. Okay, so you'll see it's kind of light in the middle and dark around the outside. So, all right, so we'll just decide on that one, okay, just to play around. So now you guys have a background that you can use, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to use insert quite a bit, okay? You can insert images, text box, okay? So you will need to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a text box at the top. And you'll want to maybe choose a color that shows up well from your background. And then because I'm doing the title here, I'm going to try and make it nice and big. Okay. You can move it around. You can change the font. You can change the size. Let's make it Comic Sans. Okay. Anyway, so here's our title. It should be nice and big in the middle top, okay? What you also need to do is include text boxes for your sentences in Spanish and also include images, okay? So one thing you could do to include images of celebrities is you can just Google celebrities if you want, images. That's one way to do it. You can do it other ways if you know specifically who you want on there. For example, if I know I want to have Will Smith, I'll go and find a picture that I like of him. And then I will double click, copy image, go back to my family tree, double click and paste. And then I can change the size of the picture, which you'll definitely want to do. The pictures will wind up being quite large, and you don't want them to be too large. Okay, so maybe Will Smith is your grandpa, so you could put him up here on the top. Okay, you'll have 3 generations, essentially 3 rows. So grandparents will be on the top row, aunts, uncles, and parents will be on the middle row, and then you, along with any siblings or cousins, will be on the very bottom in the center, okay? So let me go ahead and show you. You can also pick, because you have to use a picture of yourself, you can insert an image that you upload from your computer. So you can pick an image of yourself that way. I will do the same. And because I'm supposed to be on the bottom here, that's how I'll do it. Okay, so just to do one more image of a person, maybe Meghan Markle. Copy image. Okay, maybe Meghan Markle is my cousin. I mean, we do have similar names and all. All right, so let me say, I'm going to put her over here a little bit. Okay, now if they're siblings, I'll put them right next to me. Okay, but because, you know, she's a cousin, she's kind of separated. So again, you'll go in to insert a text box. And then I like think the white shows up better there. So I would put Meghan Markle es mi prima. Okay, because, and it shows you examples on the Canvas assignment of what you need to say, okay, and how you need to identify people, okay. So you'll notice here I've got underneath here explaining who she is. You can adjust the size, move it around, and you'll need to adjust and play around with it a little bit, okay, because you're trying to include 10 people on your Google drawing. That's including yourself, and you will need to identify each person, again, including yourself. Okay, so don't forget to do that. All right, so that's basically how you're going to get started on your famous family tree. You can change the fonts, the colors, you can do all kinds of stuff. There's actually a lot more you can do in Google Drawings than I'm showing you, but this is just the basics, so you're welcome to play around and make it, you know, something extraordinary if you'd like, but this is just a basic how you're going to do your famous family tree. Okay, so the thing that you want to do next is, when I say next, I mean lastly, when you're ready to turn it in, you'll need to share it. Okay, so you go up here to the share button and then get shareable link and then copy link. Okay, and then you will insert that link onto the Google assignment. And if you have any problems, just let me know. Okay, and then I wanted to show you an example of one I made the other day. So here's a famous family tree. I've got Oprah and Denzel, Harrison Ford, Judi Dench here. Got myself at the bottom, right? So you'll notice here, because Jennifer Lopez and Steve Carell are my parents, I put them together in the middle here because Jennifer Lopez is their daughter and Steve Carell is their son, okay? And then see how I'm in the middle here because I am their child, okay? So you are going to be the child in the bottom center, and then you need to include at least, I have 10, I think, but at least 9 celebrities on your famous family tree, and you need to also identify who they are in Spanish. So here I've got Tina Fey es mi tía, right? Oprah Winfrey es mi abuela, and so on. So have fun with it and play around, and don't forget to submit by the deadline. Okay, adios.